Jim Hardball, LT. Jim Hardball, LT. Guys, I had LT to the 2024 LA Chargers. That's what this video is about. I thought starting it off, whatever. Guys, bam. Right there, okay? 99 overall LT. Chargers. Let's just see how they do. Okay, I did not mean to back out there. Let's go back in. So, right now, in real life, Chargers actually just lost to the Steelers. So, I believe they're 1-1. Actually, wait. We're in week 3. I just realized that. 2-1. Excuse me. I think I just called the Jets 1-1 last video. Anyway, LT added to the squadron. Let's see what happens. I mean, right now, Jim Harbaugh, coming from Michigan, very good with the run game. Did very well in Michigan with, being a run-heavy team. That's why J.J. McCarthy was so successful. Let's see how he can utilize LT. He's utilizing J.K. Dobbins and Gus Bus to be, the best running backs in the league. Gotta assume he can do the same thing with LT. Yeah. Gonna go with a positive on that one. 2-0, though. And then they play the Steelers, and just like real life, they lose to the Steelers. Then they play the Kansas City Chiefs. They beat the Chiefs. Okay. Now, running backs in Madden, when it comes to them actually taking over and dominating the game, it doesn't happen as often when it comes to Madden. In real life, a running back as good as LT could dominate a league and take over a season. It doesn't happen as much in Madden. But again, it's still possible. 580 yards, 9 touchdowns. That he is going to dominate this. And again, with having a coach like Hardball, who is very run-heavy, does work out very, very well. All right, so let's keep kicking it off here. They lose to the Broncos. Wow. Now they play the Arizona Cardinals. They beat the Cardinals. Currently 4-2-1 this season. Then they lose to the Saints. Okay, they play the 1-7 Cleveland Brownies. They lose that game. Damn. They beat the Titans. Now they play the 4-6 Bengals. Who right now, they lose that game. In real life, that very possibly could be a thing. They lose to the Ravens. Okay, so now they play the Falcons. This season is all over the place. Bro, what is this season? They win and then lose. They win and then lose. That's all they've been doing. Actually, no, that's actually not true. So wow. They win, they lose 2. They win, they lose 2. They win, and now they're going to lose to the Chiefs and the Bucks. Guaranteed. It's not guaranteed, but I would love to see it just because of the fact that this is what they've been doing. They lose the first game. Now they play the Buccaneers. They actually won that game. Okay. There's no way they win this Broncos game, though. They did. They won 2 in a row. That's saying something. They beat the Patriots, and now they play the Raiders to potentially make the playoffs. And they beat the Raiders, so they are a playoff team. They actually win the division, and somehow the Chiefs are 9-8. So, shout out to the Chiefs for being 9-8, but definitely not what I expected. Okay. Let's look at this playoff picture, though. So, number 1 is the Bills, 2 is the Ravens, 3 is the Chargers, 4 is the Titans, 5 is the Jets, 6 is the Steelers, and 7th is the Kansas City Chiefs. I swear to God, if they go and win the Super Bowl in this franchise, I'm going to scream. Knowing them, they probably will. LT, 1,800 yards and 25 touchdowns on the ground. He also complemented that with 381 yards and 4 tutties through the air. Works out pretty well. Okay, I'm very surprised. Again, like I said, a 10-7 record with that good of a, situation on your belt is crazy. Comes in at number 7 on the MVP race. Every other player is a quarterback. LT is 100%. Probably should be MVP with those numbers. But it is a quarterback-driven award, so that's not really going to change anything. He led the NFL by rushing by 500 yards. The next is Najee Harris. Touchdown-wise, he had one more than Derrick Henry. Nice. Yeah, so I think we already understand who his Offensive Player of the Year is. LT. It's not really a question. Derrick Henry almost won it if he could have a little bit better of a season than that. But the Chargers win the wild card versus the Steelers. And now they play the divisional versus the Ravens. So we have a hardball game. And the Chargers beat the Ravens. Now they play the 12-5 New York Jets. And Super Bowl is between the Chargers and the Eagles. Okay. So who's going to win this Super Bowl? Can LT give the Chargers the need for speed? And no, they lose. Eagles beat the Chargers in the Super Bowl. Devin White wins MVP for the Eagles. LT is Offensive Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year. For obvious case, 1,800 yards and 25 touchdowns. Definitely gets you up there in that category. But, I mean, overall-wise, pretty good. Again, like I said, for just being a running back, usually it's not going to be as dominant in Madden. But I would say he did a pretty good job of dominating from just the running back position. But again, even like with 1,800 yards, 25 touchdowns, 400 ground, that's 29 touchdowns and 2,100 total all-purpose yards. Still, the guy gets the Offensive Player of the Year. Doesn't get MVP, stupid. But the team could only go 10-7 with that. So, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.